give up what you have to search for it, you may never find it, and you'll lose what you have.
You'll like it here after a while.
Except for in January, it gets cold. It isn't that I don't find you people enchanting, but we what? Don't say anything mean. Oh, do be still.
We have to go now.
But where?
It's garden hour.
You see, we each have our own little plot, and we can plant whatever we like. Vegetables or flowers.
I once planted birdseed just to see what would come up.
What did come up, Fairy?
Oh, nothing. But it was a rich horticultural experience.
There's a beautiful evergreen in the center. At Christmas, it has lights on it saying, "Merry Christmas, keep out."
Do come with us, Mrs. Savage. I'll show you my delphiniums.
No, thank you. You go on without me. I have a lot of thinking to do. I'll just stay here.
But Mrs. Savage, the buzzer buzzed. One has to obey orders.
May I ask why you're doing that, Mrs. Savage?
Oh, I believe in wearing out a carpet evenly. How prudent. I think I'll join you. But don't you have to garden? This is much more constructive.
I'll help too. We'll all do our share.
But I didn't mean to start a procession. Come, boys. Many feet make light work.
Well, why not? It's a refreshing change. Most women lead us in circles.
But I feel like the Pied Piper. You step on leaves, Jeff. Hannibal will take the buds. Miss Savage, you'll take the flowers. And the rest of us will step on thorns. Do you know what we're doing, Miss Billy?
I haven't the slightest idea what you are doing, but I am fairly certain what it is time for you to be doing. Didn't I hear the buzzer ring garden hour?
I don't think so. I think it's broken.
Fairy, aren't you ashamed?
Oh, I wish I were dead. I'm afraid this is my fault, Miss Willie.
I didn't want to garden anyhow.
But you've worked so hard with your flowers. Do you want them all to die, Florence?
I don't want anything to die!
Oh, Florence is so right. She wouldn't even hurt a fly. She puts flies out the windows when they're caught inside. Flies adore her.
I think we'd all better go out and work in the garden. Fairy, share your seeds with Mrs. Savage. Run along now. Aren't you going with them, Mrs. Savage?
I wanted to speak to you. Alone.
All right. What can I do for you?
A great deal. And it might be that I can do a great deal for you, too.
Are you about to offer me a bribe, Mrs. Savage?
How did you guess?
Everyone does, at first.
Still, my offer is a little different. I have the money. I'll give you $20,000 to leave that door open tonight. $30,000.
Why, don't you like us, Mrs. Savage?
That's the most irritating answer to a sound business offer, my dear. $40,000. You could be free of this place, too.
But I don't want to be free of it.
$50,000. You could travel the world. Go see Cairo, Mandalay, the South Pacific.
But I've been to Cairo, I've seen Mandalay and the South Pacific.
You have?
I had 4 years as an army nurse.
Still, you should be able to use $50,000.
Now, where would you get $50,000, Mrs. Savage? That's a fortune.
Never mind. I can get it. And in the current idiom, 50,000 is zilch.
Oh, I believe you, but I'm afraid I'll have to refuse.
Then you leave me no choice but to burn the place down.
Oh, you wouldn't do that.
Oh, yes I would.
There are
cheaper. Now, it'll cost me a couple million at least.
Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning. Is Mrs. Savage downstairs?
She just this minute went out to the garden.
What is her state of mind this morning?
The usual pattern. She already offered me a bribe.
What did she offer you?
The highest yet. 50,000. The poor dear.
Did she sound confident?
Definitely, ma'am. She talked as if she still controlled her own affairs.
Apparently she does. Read this. I've just been speaking with her children. They're practically out of their minds themselves. The senator is leaving Washington at once. He'll pick up his sister in New York and the judge in Boston and be here by tonight.
Why, this is the most amazing thing I've ever read. When did they discover it?
I gathered this morning. They asked me to confine her to a room.
I don't understand it. How could she get away with so much money?
Apparently, her husband left the estate to her. She's been secretly selling out control ever since.
But $10 million? That's a typographical error, isn't it?
No, they had it all right.
What could she have done with it?
As her son says, who knows?
Could she have spent it?
I doubt it. Will you call her in here, please? I'd better tell her what to expect.
Oh, Mrs. Savage, will you come in here, please? Dr. Emmett wants to see you. Are you going to place her in seclusion?
Of course not. But sometimes I wish I could place relations in seclusion. They are often much more trouble than patients.
Do you think she knows what happened to the money?
If she does, she's the only one.
Is there any possibility that there's method in her madness?
Miss Willie, I find it harder every day to say exactly where reason ends and madness begins. For now, I must accept the presumptive evidence of her children.
Well, from what I've heard, her son's record in Congress would give any good psychiatrist
Well, it
a
certainly
nasty
would.
turn.
It certainly would, and the sensationalism of her daughter's 6 divorces doesn't speak too well for emotional stability either.
Did you want to see me, Doctor?
Yes, good morning. Will you help out on the switchboard, Miss Willie? Miriam is deluged with calls from newspapers.
Yes, Doctor?
Please, sit down, Mrs. Savage.
I think I know what you're going to tell me.
Do you?
I see you have the morning paper. I wondered how long it would take them to find out.
Then you're aware of what you've done, and the consequences.
Oh, it's too early for consequences. May I see it?
The senator from Washington. We can expect them by tonight.
Indeed we can. Well, I'm not going anyplace.
How could you possibly have spent $10 million without anyone knowing about it?
Who said I spent it?
That paper says you did.
Oh, what do they know? I didn't spend it. I couldn't. I hid it.
Hid it? Why?
I hid it in nice $500,000 negotiable bonds. And as for why, Doctor, I don't ask what you do with your money.
Well, I'm sorry this has happened, Mrs. Savage. I'm afraid your hidden treasure is going to prove a great disadvantage to you.
That's because you're a doctor. And doctors never know the value of money.
Would you like to know how long it would take me to earn that much money, Mrs. Savage?
Oh, I'm sorry. I came back from my violin. Barry May wants music while she plants her seeds.
Just a moment, Hannibal. You're a statistician. How long would it take the average doctor to earn $10 million?
Well, he'd have to start before Christ was born and work up through the burning of Rome, up to the burning of St. Joan and Savonarola, with time out, of course, for the Norman Conquest, the Crusades, the 100 Years' War, the 30 Years' War, and the 7 Years' War. So he'd have to work double time up through the discovery of America, up to penicillin and bubblegum. But that's also without deducting federal tax, state tax, city tax, amusement tax, school tax, and luxury tax. You'd add 100 years for that.
Thank you, Hannibal. It's a great deal to be responsible for, Mrs. Savage.
Now what's the doctor up to?
A bit of emotional blackmail, I suspect. Tell me, Hannibal, would you care to guess that I'm worth $10 million on the hook?
Never. The human body has only 20 cents worth of calcium in it, 5 cents worth of iodine, and 20 cents worth of phosphorus. And, well, even at present high prices, nobody is worth over $1.50.
So you only value me at $1.50?
Never. You said your worth. Your value is inestimable.
Hannibal, I like you. I like you very much. You make me feel important. You make me feel like dancing.
Splendid. What shall I play?
Anything.
I'm very good on the flight of the bumblebee.
Could anything be more appropriate? The bees come home and find their honey gone. Someone is going to be stung.